And then make your way to your mats. You can start your music now. And we will begin today in a Virasana. You can, if you want to, use a cushion in between your legs. You're going to come down onto your shins and the hips are going to be elevated slightly. Feet are flat on the floor. Soles of the feet facing up. And just place your hands lightly either into your lap or onto your thighs. Finding some length through the back of the spine. And just very gently pulling the navel in so you keep that length. And just roll your shoulders up towards your ears once. And then back and down. And with that, settling in, creating a bit more space between shoulders and ears. And then close your eyes there. Letting the jaw hang loose. Softening the muscles in the face. The heart is lifted. Shoulders just hanging. Your hips are relaxed. Your sitting bones grounding either onto your heels or maybe the earth or your cushion. Your legs are relaxed. And notice how your shins and the tops of the feet are connecting with the earth underneath you. Notice how your body feels this afternoon. And then allow the breath to move deeply into the belly when you take a breath in. Allow it to expand the rib cage, the chest, and with an exhale, everything softens down. Again, inhale through the belly, chest and collarbones. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, belly, chest, and collarbones. Full expansion. Exhale, let it go. 3 more like that. Big breath in, as deep as you can. Exhale, soften. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Slowing down the breath, deepening it. You may feel even tiny bit lightheaded because you're finally giving yourself permission to get all that oxygen in. Let's take one more together. Big belly breath. And a deep sigh out through the mouth. And then coming back to normal breathing. And just notice the change. And today we're going to play a bit with change. Every time you step onto your yoga mat, it's an opportunity to transform, to shift, to find new ways of moving, thinking, believing, living. So wherever you feel that you may need some change these days, maybe there's a pattern a belief that you feel stuck in. And maybe you can give yourself permission to let your practice today break through that. Because we can keep fighting change, but change is one of the few things in life that are actually quite constant. Change is always there. So let that be our intention for today. And taking a last deep breath in here through the nose. With your exhale, sigh it out and let that intention flow into your space and guide you through your practice today. Then you gently open up your eyes, coming back here. And I'm placing the hands onto your shoulders, just lightly with the fingertips. And start to draw some circles with the elbows, as big as you can. Allowing those shoulders to stretch a little and to open up after probably quite some hours behind the computer. And changing direction through the back this time, or the front if you chose the other way first, doesn't matter. Taking your time, making big circles so you can really find your sweet spot. And then slowly release the hands. Take an inhale to reach the arms up high. With your exhale, place right hand down to earth. Left hand reaches overhead. Just an easy side stretch. Just draw the chest open. Maybe look up to the ceiling. Inhale to lengthen further through the fingertips. Exhale, can you go deeper into your bend? One more breath in. And then slowly rise back up. Inhale to lengthen again. Exhale, other side. Lean over. Walking that left hand away from you. Draw the left shoulder under. And breathe into that side body here. Give the ribs space. One more big inhale. And slowly come back up with your exhale, releasing the arms. Now again, take the right arm up to the ceiling. Wrap it around your opposite ear and just allow it to hang a little bit. Your left arm is heavy. And you stick with that deep breath. Maybe lift your chin up slightly more until you feel that good stretch into the neck. Use your breath to expand and to breathe into your tight places. And with your exhales, relaxing, releasing a little more. Opening up. One more big inhale. And slowly release on your exhale. Other side. Left arm rises, inhale. Wrap it around the opposite ear and just allow the weight to let the head be heavy. Shoulders away from the ear. Lift the chin up slightly more. And again, using the breath consciously to create space and stretch out those muscles there. One last breath in. And gently release. Now take your cushion, if you had it, away from underneath you. Always keeping it within hand reach, but placing it to the side. And then coming into tabletop here. Fingers spread wide. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath the hips, toes untucked. Just an easy cat and cow inhale. Look up, arching the back. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale to arch. Where can you open? Exhale to round. And finding your own pace here. Breath and movement together. No stopping in between. And if it feels good, just take a bit of a flow through the spine, whatever your body's craving, wherever it needs to stretch, wherever it needs to open. And it's totally fine if you just want to stay with that basic cat-cow as well. Take a last roll, big inhale. And with your exhale, come to a neutral spine. And from here, sink your hips down to either side and swing your legs forwards to the front of your mat. Flexing the feet actively. And you may want to bend your knees slightly if you know you're quite tight in the back of your legs. Now pull the belly in strong so you can really feel the lengthening through the crown of the head. Crown is reaching up, and then take both arms up to ceiling. Big inhale. With your exhales, if you're leaning over something, reaching forwards, keeping the spine long as you can, flexing the toes, holding, let's say, 45 degrees for a little while. Take a big breath in, reach further. Keep your core engaged. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, stay. Inhale, reach even further. And this time with your exhale, slowly fold forwards. Allow the forehead to come down as far as you can. And maybe you stretch out the legs completely if you have the space. The back of your neck is soft, your head is heavy, so maybe give it a bit of a sway. Noticing the whole spine stretching out. Your elbows are relaxed. Hands are just hanging next towards the legs, wherever they land. And this pose is quite a tough one at the start of a practice. So give your body time here to settle in, to get heavier and to go deeper. Big belly breaths. With every exhale, you notice that your head is slightly coming closer to the knees. No need to pull or hold on to anything with the hands. Everything is soft. Noticing where in your body you're holding tight. And can you bring the breath there? Two more breaths. Let it go. And then very gently you rise back up, sliding the hands towards just behind you. Fingers are facing forwards, and the tops of the fingers are in line, let's say, with your hips there. And then bend the knees, place the feet down on the floor, and lift the hips away from the floor, squeezing the glutes, and really pressing those hips up as high as you can. Pushing into the palms of your hands, and then squeezing the shoulder blades together. Take a big breath in. And with your exhale, slowly bring the hips back down, but hover them just an inch above the floor. Do that a few times. Inhale, lift up. Squeeze those glutes. Press. Exhale, lower. Two more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale to lift. Come as high as you can. Hold it. Keep pressing into the hands and maybe release the head back if that feels comfortable for you. One more inhale. And slowly with your exhale, release the hips down to the floor. Now cross your knees. Place the hands right in front of you. And then step back into downward facing dog. Taking some time here in down dog, spreading fingers wide. Push the floor away from you. The head is heavy in between the shoulders. Tailbone reaches up. And pulling your belly in quite strongly towards the thighs. Heels might be lifted just a bit. Knees might be slightly bent. And then start to press your head a little closer to the toes. Take another big breath in there. And a deep sigh through the mouth to let it go. Good. Take an inhale to lift the heels. Look in between your hands and tiptoe as high onto the toes as you can, keeping the legs long, pressing into the palms all the way forwards, top of your mat. Feet hip width apart. Come halfway, lift, flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold, nose to knees. Inhale, flat back again. Exhale, fold deeper. Last one, inhale, flat back. And exhale, fold. Your way to fold. You can just leave the hands hanging here. Or maybe you grab a hold of your opposite elbows. Or if you want to add a bit of a shoulder stretch, interlace the fingers behind your back. And then bring the wrists over shoulders. Your choice. Knees can be slightly bent. And again, your upper body is heavy. The weight is a little bit onto the back foot. And notice if you're still holding on to any tension in the back of your neck. Can you let that go? Let that be your change. Letting go. And creating space. Take a last breath in. Wherever your hands are, let them fall down. And then vertebra by vertebra, start to roll up to standing. Swinging arms up nice and high. Big breath in. Finding length, looking up towards your fingertips. And then place the hands in front of your heart space. Opening the palms here, Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet still hip width apart. Knees are soft. Palms face forwards. Rolling shoulders back. Finding length through the back body. Close your eyes here for a moment. Another big breath in through the belly. Full expansion. Exhale, soften. Last one like that. Inhale. Exhale. Eyes open. Swing the arms up high. Inhale. Exhale, dive it down and forwards. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Plant the hands and then step back into a high plank. Take a moment in high plank, pressing the floor actively away. Find the rounding through the shoulder blades. Squeeze the glutes, tailbone tucks under. And you're really engaging your quads, pressing the heels backwards. Stay there for another breath in. And then slowly knees down to the floor. Inhale, chest comes forward, shoulders over wrist. Exhale, chest and chin down. Sliding through. Inhale for a baby cobra, untuck toes. Exhale, release. Keep the elbows tucked in. Twice more like that. Inhale, baby cobra. Noticing any sensations in the lower back. Last one, inhale, maybe a little higher. Exhale. Tuck your toes. And then press strongly back through those hands, coming into downward facing dog. Good. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Now lift your right leg high to the sky, flexing the right toes. Hips are squared. And press the left heel down into the earth. Take a moment here. Lift higher. Inhale. And with your exhale, step that right foot forwards in between the hands. Give it a little help if you need to. And allow the hips to melt here. You really should feel a good stretch into the hips. If you don't, wiggle the back foot further away from you. Right knee on top of right ankle. Staying there for another breath in. And now with your exhale, extend the right leg as far as you can. Drop nose to knee, finding a wide-legged pyramid. Pressing left heel backwards, move down. And see if you can draw your right hip a little bit further backwards. Left hip a little more forwards. You should feel a deeper stretch into that right hamstring. And then with our breath, come forwards again. Inhale. Finding that lunge. Exhale, extend, pyramid. A few like that. Inhale. Exhale. So just notice where your body's feeling tight, or which direction you should go. Where you can use a little bit more depth. Just following the pace of your breath. Now, next time when you come forwards, find that lunge. And then place the right hand on the inside of the right foot as well. Drop your left heel down and start to walk the hands to your left, long edge of your mat, turning right toes in. Just take a moment for a forward fold here, a wide-legged one. Upper body is soft. And you press the outer edges of your feet into the earth and bring the weight slightly to the front of your feet. So your hips do not come behind the heels. And then lift up, finding a flat back variation here. Inhale, light onto the fingertips. With your exhale, bend into your back knee. Walk the hands towards that back foot and just notice the depth in the hip here. I'll do that side from side. Inhale through the center. Exhale through the right knee. Both feet, soles of the feet stay down. Inhale center. Exhale left. Inhale center. Exhale right. Open up more. Inhale. Again, always about finding your sweet spot. Exhale. Now next time when you come through the front, turn the body back forwards. Pivoting onto your toes, find that lunge again. Left hand stays down, right hand reaches. Easy twist. Square off the hips, pull the belly in, and lengthen. Push into the left hand. Big breath in. And slowly release that right hand down to the floor. Step back, high plank. Inhale here. Your choice, knees down or take full chaturanga, lower down. Cobra, inhale, slowly, maybe a little higher. If your body feels ready, and exhale for downward facing dog. Take a breath. Other side. Left leg lifts. Flex the toes. Lift the heel higher. But keep that left hip squared with the right, so drop it down a little. Press the right heel in the mat. Inhale to lift the leg higher. Exhale, step left foot forwards in between your hands. Maybe with some help, that's okay. Finding that good depth through the hips here. Always pressing that kneecap up to the ceiling. And then take an inhale here. And with your exhale, finding that long pyramid here. Pressing right heel back, squaring off hips, nose to knee. Notice what you can do in the hips to increase the stretch in that left hamstring. And when you're ready, moving with your breath, inhale, come forwards. Melt the hips, runner's lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale. You know where we're going, so using your intuition, maybe with the eyes closed. So you can really feel into the body and wherever it wants to go. Where does it need to open? And next time when you come forwards, take a breath in, find that lunge. And then take the left hand on the inside of the left foot. Start to walk the hands all the way to the right long edge of your mat. Toes both turning to the side. Take a breath in, flat back halfway. Exhale, fold forwards. And this time, bring your hands all the way through the legs to the other side of the mat, reaching away from you and using those hands to kind of pull yourself a little bit deeper down to the floor. Weight comes slightly forwards and keep pressing into the feet. If you do that, you'll notice a difference in your stretch. Soft breath. And then releasing the hands, coming halfway lift again. Inhale. With your exhale, bend through the back knee. Again, both of my feet are still down. Hands come to the back. Notice where in the hips that's needed. Come inhale through the center. Exhale to the front. Finding your flow again. Just bringing in a little bit of free flow. If you need to go in any other direction or slightly different shape, feel free to do that. As long as you keep following the breath. And the next time when you come to the front, turning yourself back, pivoting onto your toes, finding that strong back leg and an easy twist, lifting the left hand up to ceiling. Shoulders away from ears. Find the length. And always in these twisting positions, see if you can pull yourself up more from the belly button. That's why you have space to twist deeper. Inhale. And with an exhale, slowly releasing left hand down. Press into your palms, step back. Your choice for down dog or vinyasa flow. Release the body. Inhale, cobra. Lift the heart. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Press the heels a little further down and the hands a little deeper, as if you want to push the earth away from you. And then again, lift the heels. Inhale, look in between the hands, a step, or maybe hop if you feel like it, top of your mats. Coming halfway, lift flat back, inhale. Exhale to fold. Bending knees, roll up to standing. Take your time. Swing arms up high. Exhale, hands through heart space. Close your eyes. Notice the sensations in the body. Notice that shift. Every time you step onto the mat, something will be changing. Consciously or unconsciously. And today we chose it. Eyes can open. And then bring your big toes together, coming into Utkatasana, chair pose. Swing the arms up high. Melt the hips down. And check if you can see your big toes. If you can't, the knees have to go slightly backwards. You always have an option here, as you know, hands on hips, and give yourself a slight tuck of your tailbone. Strong core, squeeze those glutes, go a little deeper if you can. Nice. Take a big breath in. With your exhale, hands to your heart, find a twist to your right. So left elbow crosses over right knee. Right elbow points up to the ceiling. And now check if your knees are still in one line, if your left knee is not popping out in front of the right. Bring them back together. Here as well, notice on that core, your belly button. Can you twist more from there? Can you press the left elbow more into the right knee? Good. And then slowly release. Bring the arms up high again. Inhale, extend the legs. And with your exhale, dive it down. Inhale, flat back halfway. Exhale, fold. Your choice, down dog or vinyasa flow, stepping or jumping. If you decide to jump, land with elbows bent. Inhale, cobra, maybe up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath here. Big breath out. Again, right leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale, step right foot forwards in between your hands. I'm going to take that long pyramid, just one. So inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, extend. Go a little deeper if you can. Then inhale, move back forwards. Right hand inside of right foot. Draw yourself all the way to the long edge, left side of your mat. Turn the toes and come straight away into Skandasana. Right toes up. Hands can be down or maybe into your heart space. Lifting the chest, keeping the spine nice and tall. You should have a little bit more space in the hips already now. Big breath in. And release the hands down to the floor if you hadn't done it yet. And then press up. This time, turn to the back of your mat. And here, we're going to keep our right hand down, left hand lifted. Easy twist. So you're facing the back of your mat. Melt the hips further down. Keep your back leg strong. Deep breath in. And then release the left hand down to the floor. Get ready to come up for a high lunge. So maybe realign the feet if you have to. Now lift the arms up. High lunge. You're still facing the back of your mat. Melting those hips. Strong core. Your choice. With the hands either on the hips or up to the ceiling. Shoulders drop. And relax the face here. Take a deep breath in. And now with your exhale, drop your right heel in, find a warrior two. In warrior two, always checking the alignment of your heel. So left heel is aligned with the crease of your back foot. Arms extended as far out as you can. And press into your big left toe so that left knee is not popping in over the ankle. Roll the shoulders here for a moment. Relax. Take a deep breath in. And with an exhale, go a little bit deeper. Good. Now press through the left foot to rise up, extend both arms up to the ceiling. Turn your left toes a little bit inwards. We're going to go for goddess pose. Find length. Inhale. With your exhale, hands to your heart space and sink down here. Let me quickly turn around. As deep as you can. See if you can get the knees stacked kind of 90 degrees onto those ankles. Hands into the heart and sink a little lower. Really squeezing those glutes so you can tuck your tailbone under. The spine is straight up, so your bum is not sticking out like this. See if you can get it like that. Okay, really working those knees out and open. Go a little bit lower if you can. Good. Take a big breath in. Exhale, go lower. And then slowly rise up. Arms rise up too. And let me change sides again from here. Just turn the right toes to the front again and find a warrior two to the front of your mat again. Same thing, check the alignment of your heels. Tuck the tailbone under. Relax the shoulders. Strong core. Take a breath in. Exhale, go deeper. Now flip your right palm, reach forwards. Reverse your warrior on your exhale. Right knee doesn't change. Keep the 90 degrees. Breathe into that side body. Inhale there. Now with your exhale, finding a side angle, your variation. Elbow on the knee, maybe hand down. You can play with the upper arm your way. Drawing the right hip underneath the body. And finding depth there. Opening the heart space, the chest to the ceiling. Maybe look up. One more. Deep breath in. And with your exhale, place the hands down, framing the front foot. Your choice, vinyasa. Any way you like. Or take that rest and just come back into down dog straight away. Good breath in. And a deep breath out. And from there, take an inhale to lift the heels, look in between the hands, step or jump, top of your mats. Coming halfway, lift flat back, inhale. Exhale, twofold. Inhale, bend knees, finding Utkatasana, straight away, chair pose. Melt those hips, big toes together, knees together. Your choice for the arms. Core is engaged. Breathe it there. I know this is a tough one. See if you can find some softness. And if you can stick with your breath. One more inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart space. Find a twist to your left. So right elbow over left knee. Press that elbow into the knee to twist further. Shoulders away from your ear. And sink the hips a little lower. Look up to the ceiling if you can. And breathe. And then slowly release. Arms rise up, extend the legs. And exhale, dive it down and forwards. Inhale, flat back halfway. Exhale, your choice to flow or to step back for downward facing dog. And take a good breath in when you reach your down dog. And a deep exhale. Lifting left leg high. Inhale as high as you can. Exhale, left foot forwards in between hands. Inhale to lift the heart, melt the hips. Exhale for a long pyramid. Inhale to move back forwards. Left hand inside left foot. Turning and finding straight away Skandasana. Bending into your back knee. Maybe hands together. Your choice. Left toes. Turn up to the ceiling and press firmly into the outer edge of your right foot. Making sure that one goes down. Opening the hips here. One more inhale. Exhale. Releasing the hands wherever they were. Press up and then turn to the back of your mat. Easy twist. Right arm lifts. Melt those hips. Find a deeper twist. Press into your big right toe. Squeezing inner thighs together so you can square off the hips. And then release the right hand down. Get ready for a high lunge. Strong through the feet, lifting hands up. You're facing the back of your mat still. Checking in how your lower back feels here. If you need to change anything in the pelvic floor. Maybe hands onto the hips. Just keeping that strength through the legs. Big breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Drop left foot in. Extending the arms out. See if you can find a bit more space. We've done this before. Always allowing the body to go slightly deeper in a second round. Soft and intentional breathing. Whatever comes up here in this pose, let it be that change, that shift that you need. Good. Take a big breath in to extend the leg. Reach the arms up. Turn toes in. Exhale for goddess. Sink down again, as deep as you can go. And this time, place those hands, or the fingertips, onto your shoulders again, just like we did at the start. Stay low. Inhale here. Exhale, right elbow, right knee. Strong core. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Stay low. You got it. Exhale. Trust me, I feel it too. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Release the hands. Rise up. Inhale. And exhale. Warrior two. Front of your mat. Facing again the front. Staying there for another 2 breaths. Slow your heart rate down. Deep breathing. And then flip the palm, inhale, reach forwards. Reverse on your exhale. Again, no change in the knee. Make sure that left knee doesn't pop in too much. Keep your core strong. Bend deeper. Inhale there. And with your exhale, find the same variation of your side angle that you had on the other side. Always trying to balance out things. Opening that left knee to the left and drawing the left hip in and under. Opening the heart, finding length, back foot till upper hand. Big breath in. And release the hands down slowly. Frame the front foot. Your choice, vinyasa or step it back. Maybe one leg lifted. And when you've reached your down dog, deep breath in there. And a deep breath out. Just allow the knees to come down here for a moment. Sit yourself back, just like we started into our Virasana. Hands lightly in your lap. Roll the shoulders for a moment. And then close the eyes. And just give yourself permission to find softness again. To breathe deeply again. Belly, chest, and collarbones. And every exhale, you let go of any tension wherever you are holding it. Noticing just consciously what is shifting for you. Maybe in the body, maybe it's in your mind, maybe both. No expectations, no need to change anything. All you need to do is observe and watch what's happening. Take a final breath in here. And with your exhale, open those eyes back up. And then come back to your downward facing dog. And taking note here to just find a little bit more space in your down dog. Pressing the heels further down, tailbone further up. Head closer to your toes. And then when you're ready, lift your right leg high again. Big breath in. With your exhale, step right foot forwards in between the hands. Now this time we're going to go for a real pyramid. And for that, you want to step your back foot. Just one good step closer towards the right. Feet are in train tracks. There's a little bit of space. They're still kind of hip width apart. Obviously in a different angle. And both heels press down. This is the moment that you may want to grab that block or book if you have it and if you need it. Now square off your hips, and you do that by drawing the right hip backwards, the left hip, pull it forward. So you want to keep both your legs straight. If that's impossible, that's when you take that block, the inside of the foot, and you keep your hands on there, okay? Take a deep breath in, finding length through the spine like a flat back. And then with your exhale, you can fold all the way down, nose towards your knee. So your upper body is fully relaxing. Your legs are doing all the work, both heels pressing firmly into your mat. Quads are working. Inner thighs are working. Using the support if you need it of that book or block. Keeping the strength in the legs. And now you can either stay here or if you want, lift the upper body up again. Left hand stays down. Right arm can either come to the hip and from here you open into a twisted variation, or you may take that arm up to the ceiling. Keep squaring off those hips and make sure the heels are still down into the ground. Again, use those props if you need them. Finding that twist from your belly button And your hands go in opposite directions. The left hand goes down into the earth, the right hand into the ceiling. Big breath in. Twist a little more if you can. Stay for the exhale. And then gently release the right hand down to the floor. I know that's a tough one. Bring the weight onto your right foot. Just bend the left knee for a moment and then cross the left foot behind the right. So both feet, let me show it to you from the front. Come into one line like this. Just the left leg crosses behind the right. And from here, you're going to walk that left foot literally as far away from you as you can until you start to feel the stretch into your right glute, right IT band. Okay, so you're kind of leaning onto the left outer edge of your left foot. Now, option 1 is to keep hands down like this. Option 2, hands into your heart, keep a flat back. Option 3, arms extend forwards, still remaining in that flat back. So using your core, your legs, super strong. Breathe. Inhale here. Stay for the exhale. And then gently release the hands down. Sliding that left foot closer in and then reach it all the way up to the ceiling for standing splits. Keeping the back leg straight, point the toes, maybe open the hip and draw the nose into the knee. And if you want, play around with balance. One hand around the ankle, maybe two. Your choice. Lift the leg as high as you can. Big breath in. And then slowly step that foot all the way to the back of your mat. And finding plank position, maybe a vinyasa flow, maybe you come for downward facing dog. You should feel that into that right hip, at least I do. Breathe. And then when you're ready, we'll take it to the other side. So lift your left leg high, big breath in. Exhale, left foot forwards in between hands. Right foot, one good step closer for pyramid. Keep your block or book close. Always beginning by squaring off the hip. So this time, left hip draws back, right hip forwards. Making sure both heels are down. And if that's tough, you can either shorten the stance between the feet or take that block or book option here, okay? And then your version to come down. Nose to knee, upper body soft. Letting the legs do the work. Keep pressing those heels down. And get your legs as straight as they can go. Soft breathing. And then you can choose to just stay here or finding your twist again. So this time the right hand would stay down. The left hand would go to the hip to begin. From here, you twist the chest open to your left. Using the belly button, draw the left shoulder open and optional left arm to the sky. Keep the right heel down in the floor. And I know it's really hard to breathe in this one. Trust me, it's even harder to talk. Let's see if you can keep twisting a little bit more with every exhale. Going deeper and deeper, squeezing all that stuff out. Last breath in. And release the left hand down slowly with your exhale. Weight comes onto your left foot. Draw the right knee in, lift it up. And then cross the right foot behind the left foot. Make sure they are parallel, same line. And then walk the right foot as far away from you as you can. Squaring off the hips again a little bit. Now your choice. Hands to your heart space. Arms extended. You can totally keep the fingertips down too. if you need a bit more support. There's a lot of strength needed in this left foot. The further you walk the right foot away, the harder it gets. Keep your core strong. And breathe. Inhale here. Exhale to stay. And then gently release the hands down to the floor. Sliding the right foot a little closer in and then swinging the right leg up to the ceiling. Opening the hip, pointing toes, standing splits. Really active. As high as you can, squeezing the right glute. And maybe you find your balance. One hand around the ankle, maybe two. Keep breathing. Inhale. And then very gently with your exhale, drop your right foot as far to the back of your mat as you can. Frame the front foot. Vinyasa, if you want. Deep breath here. Side out through the mouth. Now drop your knees down to the floor and start to swing your legs all the way to the front of your mat. I'm just going to face you. And just draw the right knee in here, bending the right knee. Sole of the foot comes on the inside of the thigh. And kind of open that left leg a little further. It's kind of like a half splits here. And take an inhale to reach the arms up. With your exhale, left elbow inside of left knee. And lean over, finding length through the upper arm. Opening the heart. Stretching it out. And breathing again. Maybe closing your eyes. Just going inwards. And notice where you can let go. Where does the breath need to go to find that change, that shift? To create more space in the body and the mind. Inhale here. With your exhale, slowly rise back up. Releasing right hand straight away behind you. Press up, come into flash dance. Left foot pushes down. You open the heart. Reach back with the upper arm. Squeeze the glutes so you can bring the hips up higher. Inhale. And exhale, slowly sink yourself back down. Other side, change it up. Bend the left knee, extend the right. Inhale, rise. Exhale, right elbow inside of right knee. And then open up the heart, reach over. Those side stretches are really good as well if you spend a lot of time sitting all day. So breathe into it. Give those ribs some space again. Inhale. And slowly with your exhale, release the left hand behind you. Press up. Flash dance. Open the hips. Lean back. Squeezing glutes. Lift the hips higher if you can. Inhale. And gently with your exhale, sink the hips. Let them go. And from here, just making sure you have space behind you so you can roll yourself all the way down to your mat. Hugging the knees into your chest and just make some circles. If you need any final pose here, maybe a supine twist, where you just drop the knees to one side, your arms open. Maybe it's a happy baby. And maybe it's an inversion. Maybe you want to go for shoulder stand or plow pose, whatever your body is craving. So tune in and ask yourself, what do I need for this last minute? And really start to wind down, closing the eyes, softening the breath, deepening. Changing sides if you did your twist. And when you're ready, you're going to come in your final relaxation pose, Shavasana, extending your legs out, wiggling the hips a few times so you can settle. Arms next to the body, palms facing up, and walk the shoulders away from the ears. And take a deep breath in. Belly, chest, and collarbones. And with your exhale, let it out. And let that shift, that change settle. Let it integrate while you rest. Perhaps we only leave so we may once again arrive, to get a bird's eye view of what it means to be alive. For there is beauty in returning. Oh, how wonderful, how strange, to see that everything is different, but know it's only you who's changed. And with those words, slowly start to move your body again, wiggling toes and fingers. And then softly hugging your knees into your chest. And rolling over to your favorite side. Allowing the earth to support you for a little while longer there while you're in your fetus position. And then softly press yourself up to seated, keeping the eyes closed. And placing the hands together in front of the heart in prayer. Observing the energy between the palms of the hands. And noticing any difference physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically now compared to an hour ago. And taking that with you off the mat into the rest of your evening. Bowing the forehead down towards the fingers, saying gratitude for stepping onto the mat, placing thumbs in between the eyebrows. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining, guys.